viewers, welcome to today's episode on your favorite talk show on Serenity TV. I am your host, Gloria. Today we'll be diving into a topic, discussing a topic that has to do with our young ones, our young adults, money. And our topic today is financial literacy amongst young adults. How financial independent are we? Are we really spending money the way we should? Are we really investing enough or just spending money to keep up with social trend? So today I have three amazing guests in the house. I have Mr. Kachisin, a graphic designer. Mr. Kachisin, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here.
I'm glad to have you here.
Thank you.
And I have on my left, I have Mrs. Chinanum Opara, who is an entrepreneur and also the founder of Blush Drive, a girl child organization. Mr. Chinanum, you're welcome.
So happy to be here. Thank you.
I'm glad to have you here. And finally, I have Mr. our big man in the house, Mr. Etelbert, our rural farmer and the public speaker. Mr. Etelbert, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
How have you been?
Awesome.
I'm glad to have you here.
Thank you very much.
So today we'll be bringing to you the topic literacy amongst your financial literacy amongst your adults. And trust me, we'll have a lot to unpack, a lot to learn, and a lot for you to learn from. So don't go nowhere because we are going to delve deep and unpack everything that has to do with financial literacy. Don't go nowhere. All right. Let's start from the basics first. Let's start by understanding what exactly financial literacy means. Mr. Kachisin, when you hear the term financial literacy, what does it mean to you personally, as a person?
Okay, thank you very much. I like how you personalized it. So I will equally answer the way it affects to me personally. So I think financial literacy means one, having the ability to be able to understand and make informed decisions about finances. When you understand something, because if something that you don't understand, you won't know how to go about it. So when you have that informed decision on how to go about being financially dependent, having that knowledge and skills, I think that is the meaning of being literate financially. Thank you.
Mr. Etelbert.
Yes, financial literacy, like my brother said, is all about, for me, all about understanding or rather the capacity to know how to make, create, build, save, and invest money.
All right, thank you.
All this has to be involved.
Now, Mrs. Chinanum, do you think schools are actually doing enough to teach or prepare young ones for this financial spend, how to spend?
Okay, when you talk about schools, I think we should start from the secondary. We start from the secondary because I think financial literacy should be like a form of added into the curriculum because nowadays everybody wants to be rich. Are you getting me? So when it's not added in the secondary curriculum, it affects the child even when they get to the university. Are you getting me? So I think financial literacy should be added, taught in school, equipped, and and what I mean by equipping, that means I mean by giving them the fund, asking them, guiding them on what do they want to do and what do they want to use the money for. When a child is being guided that way, I'm telling you, before he gets to the second year or third year of the university, he should be talking about making money.
All right, that's wonderful. Now, young people today face a lot of challenges when it comes to finance and how to manage their finance. A lot of people get the money, most of them get the money, but how to use it properly and how to manage the money, they don't know how to do that. Now, let's talk about the challenges young people face in spending this money wisely. What are some of the biggest financial challenges young people face?
Okay. I think one of the business biggest challenges they face is they always go for their wants. Nobody goes for the need again. They don't go for their need, they go for their wants. When you go for your wants, I'm telling you, you're going to have a financial breakdown. But when you go for your needs, you are going to have a very good informed financial and secure stability in your finances.
So, how do they differentiate between their needs and their wants?
Thank you very much. Everybody knows what he or she needs and what he or she wants. Are you getting me? Your needs should be your priority, should be the first thing that comes first, not your wants. When you definitely go for your wants, I'm telling you, it affects the needs. When you go for your want, it affects the need. Because when you will need the money to do something, because you use it in achieving your want, at the end you no longer have any needs again, anything to use to achieve your need. At the end of the day, you find out that you become so depressed, emotionally down, looking for where to borrow loans, looking for where to borrow money because you first of all went for your wants before your needs.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Kachin, do you have anything to say to that?
Okay, in addition, one of the challenges I think the young people face is a lack of mentorship. Because if you have somebody that can mentor you and say, this is how to spend your money, save this time, spend this time, save for the future, and all that, it will help you to be prudent enough. Just like she equally said earlier, it's good that topic is brought to our academic, the academic field, so that when you go, something like maybe bring it as a course, so that you have it as a course during the exam, you have to read on that particular topic, then write your exam and pass. So it's equally a kind of mentorship. So when you pass through it, it will equally guide the spending of the young ones.
All right, thank you. Now, Mr. Talbot, why do you think young people find it so difficult to save money these days?
Yes, because there are three things you can do with money. You can either waste it, save it, or invest it. Foolish people waste money. Average people save money. Wise people invest money. So, and this is the fulcrum, the main problem young people face. And if you're a young person, for example, if you go to a reality show or a tournament or a beauty pageant and get 50 million, you're just rich, you're not wealthy. You are rich, you're not wealthy. And most young people, they just make that money and then waste it. Just 90 days after they are broke. Why? Because they were rich, they are not wealthy. So when you talk about financial literacy among young people, there should be a process of building that wealth. Because anything that goes up must fall by the law of gravity, must surely come down. But anything that grows up stays there and sustains. So young people should learn how to build and invest their money. That's the only way to remain financially relevant and literate.
All right. So you said when you have money, like you made mention of the beauty pageant, when you have the money, you are only rich. You only have money, you're not wealthy. So I want to understand that term.
Yes.
You only have money, you are not wealthy. Can you help us elaborate?
Yes.
Let's understand.
Yes, when you are rich, you make money. Maybe money just bumped into you. Most young people, they make money through several things. Most of them are into high tech and all that. They just hit money. Some of them are into some of these high income streams like crypto. They just hit money. Bam. And instead of maybe investing it, because once you make money, there are so many things that will be singing to you. You see, there is something you must always, there always meet once, like my sister said, that will always drain that money. So if you're rich, rich is you just met money. But when you are wealthy, you have built money. It's a process. You have reached financial freedom. Okay? So wealth and rich are not the same. When you're wealthy, you have means that you have grown the money. The money you have reached you have crossed a certain Rubicon of lifestyle of poverty. There is a level you cannot go there again, no matter what happens, no matter the inflation, no matter anything. But when you're rich, you just hit money, so you can go back after the next 90 days.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's really, really insightful. Now let's talk about building financial discipline. Because for you to save money or invest money, you need to be financially disciplined. That is how you'll be able to save money. Now, how can young people start improving their financial literacy? What practical step should they take to improve their financial literacy?
Okay, on my own, I definitely told myself one thing. I have 5 C's I go with, which is my character towards money, the capital, the collateral, the condition, and then will I say the capacity. Are you getting me? So if you as a youth, you want to make money and you want to make sure that the money grows up, goes make big things with it. I think your character towards money should be very, very principled. If you don't have a good character towards money, I'm definitely you're going to make use of the money unnecessarily. That is when you have a good character towards money. Some people are like this show. I watched this show like I was saying earlier. This Cosmos Maduka's show. He mentioned money na water. He mentioned money na water. So a lot of youths fight. We are busy going against what he said. I think so. They was like, you are Newi, this and that, this and. But I'm very in support of that man. I love that character. That's just exactly the way I am. Are you getting me? Your character towards money should be very, 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 very principled. If you don't have a principled character towards money, I am telling you, you can't be able to manage your capital. You can't be able to give out a collateral. You can't be able to have the capacity to manage it. Not to talk of the conditions surrounding it. Are you getting me? So when I talk about the collateral, that means you have what you use what you have to get what you want. Are you getting me? Now when I talk about the and the capacity, I'm talking about how you manage this. How do you manage that business which you want to venture into? How do you manage that your work which you want to use that money for? How do you manage it? How do you carry? How do you advertise it? How do you boost it? Are you getting me? Now, when I talk about the capital, we all know is the money, not just the money. Are you getting me? People think at the initial, I wanted to say finance as something that you use to get something. Are you getting me? You use finance to get something. So it can be you can borrow someone, you can borrow from someone, you can get a loan, but now in that capital, just be mindful. That's where the character comes in also. Just be mindful of not getting a high rate interest when getting a loan because it's definitely a trap to your financial stability.
All right, all right. That's wonderful. Thank you. Mr. Kachisin, do you have anything to say?
Okay, let me continue from where she stopped. Now, for me, I think one of the things we need to improve is our mindset, and then another thing is to have something doing, have a means of income, just like my colleague Mr. Telbert was talking about being rich and being wealthy. For someone to be wealthy, you must have invested your money into somewhere, and you must have something doing. Just for instance, as I'm a graphic designer, is my source of income. I may not have money today, but I'm hopeful that I can get a job tomorrow that will give me money. So you can't compare my mindset because I'm hopeful with someone who doesn't even have a handwork. The mindset of that person towards making money is quite different. That's why the Bible even said that money is the root of all evil. It doesn't mean that money is evil, but it is the root. So it is all about mindset. So for me, for you to be able to improve your financial literacy, have something doing first of all. And when you have something doing, be consistent, improve on it. You will be having hope that even if you don't have today, you have hope that tomorrow you can get a job and you will earn your living. And then be contented as time goes on. So long that you are consistent, your level will keep improving. People that are wealthy today, they started from somewhere. That's it.
All right, thank you. Now, with all this said, there are people out there now who like focus on who have just one source of income. Yeah, the people who earn salaries, and let me just say, for instance, that you're doing a job and you're earning 40,000 naira per month. How can such person save money, or how can such person like save? Let me just use the word save.
Yes, the person should have this law of savings
Okay.
because spending is natural. Everybody, including everybody, spends money. Everybody here, all of us here. Today we have spent money, but how many of us have made money today?
Okay.
So we have to build the law, the culture of saving, and then investing. Because from saving you move to investing. And you know the main problem, two major problems of young people today in terms of financial literacy, which I called squandermania and
Okay.
and consumerism.
Wow.
Yes, a whole lot of young people today they squander. They even squander money they have yet to make. They are optimistic. Oh, I'm hopeful. next week I'm going to pay 50,000. I've already spent it. And when your expenditure is greater than your income, your upkeep is the problem. Poverty is imminent. You can't escape it. So financial literacy is the only condition, the necessary condition if you must build wealth. And you must not just listen to any pity of
Motivational
wealth
speaker.
spending money. You don't say any urgent 2K. You don't just respond to every urgent 2K. You don't just allow yourself to be blackmailed into anything.
I'm telling you.
And I always tell young people this: if you want to save money, you must build some level of caution on the way you know, open that opening for spending. But that opening for saving and investing should be more.
Wow, wow,
Thank
wow.
you.
That's really insightful. All right, let's quickly go on a short break. I will come back. We'll continue from where we stopped. Thank you. All right, viewers, welcome back from that very short break. And trust me, it has been a wonderful discussion in the house here of camera. It has been really, really interesting and engaging. Now, before we went on that break, we were talking about how young people can save money, like building financial discipline. That was what we were talking about. So that brings me to the question, Mr. Talbot. We were still talking about someone earning very limited income. How do they see? Now, in the case of someone who is trying to come up, and has a little income they're earning, but now has a lot of family problems. Like families wants you to bring because you're the only one working. How do they face such situation? How do they save it?
First, family problems never end. So you don't what you do if you are growing up and then there are so many people dependent on you and your salary is you are not wealthy, you are not even rich, you're trying to just come on the average, then you need to work hard on the family people to be skilled that can also bring in funds for them. And then also you don't you don't send money for every problem that comes up. Because if you do that, you're going to crumble. And if you crumble, something happens to you, the family will move forward and as if nothing happened. That also, when you hope you know, there are so many young people today. I mean, let's just use girls for example, who have bone stress of 1.5 million, yet their life are not stressed.
Yes, that's true.
We have many young people now, both male and female, who have phone handsets of, let's say, they have 2, 3 handsets of, let's say, in cumulation, maybe 2 million, yet their life are not straight. You are carrying a handset of 1.5 million, yeah, you don't have any plot of land anywhere, and you say you want to be rich. You are driving a car of 11 million, living in a rented apartment. You should be pitied. And even the landlord is calling you a tenant. You should be pitied. So young people should learn how to be financially literate. So if you are coming up in a family of where a lot of people are dependent on you, all you need to do is to diversify, because one of the gains of financial literacy is financial diversification, economic stability, to be stable. And then because when you are economically stable, it will be very easy for you to save, invest, and build wealth. Don't forget, foolish people waste money. Average people save money. Wise people invest money. Very important.
Wow, that's really, 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 really interesting. That's a great thing. How about Mr. Kachi? How about someone that has that just a job where you earn money? How about side hustle? Are they worth it? Like, does it work if you have money?
Yes, I agree. Every young person should have various means of income streams of income. Every young person should have it. One can be stable, then other ones can be side hustles that can come in, you know, every now and then. That's the way to build wealth and save money. If you cannot save, you cannot build wealth. Because if your expenditure is greater than your income, your upkeep is the problem.
All right, thank you. Now, Mr. Kachisin, do you, aside from your main hustle, do you have any other side hustle that brings extra income for you?
Yes, I do. So, like I told you earlier on, I'm a graphic designer. So, aside from that, I'm equally into public relations. I do MC for people. I cover events, camera wise, do video and all that. So these are equally part of the side hustle I am into. So in order to all of them are geared in order to earn a living. Just like there was a question you asked earlier that someone who is earning 40,000, how can that person be able to save up? So in situations like this, if you find out that your main job is not even footing your bills, come to talk of that of your family. If you have the time, is equally look at some other things you can do. That's how most of our people survive abroad. They have 2 or 3 jobs they do in order to make ends meet. So if you have the time and strength, there's nothing wrong if you diversify in order to make ends meet. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So, Mrs. Chinanum, I should ask that same question to you. I know you're doing a whole lot of things, a whole lot. So I don't even
You know her, you know her.
exactly. So I don't know where exactly. I want to talk about Mr. Etel, but his own is very much, very, very much. So let's tell us the little side hustles you do aside from the fact that you own a non-profitable organization,
Okay.
for the girl child.
Okay. Actually, I run an event planning, industrial cleaning services. We supply parfaits and plantain chips to supermarkets. So we do that. Okay, talking about the 40,000 naira. I want to say something about that.
Okay.
Okay. As a youth, or let me say a person, you are earning 40,000 naira. Sir, you mentioned like in a family whereby such a thing is happening, the person need to spread some skill acquisitions. But when you give people skill acquisitions these days, when you train them, some of them come back to tell you, achọrọ m ego, ego ezughị. You know that all the eme that the money is not enough. Now what do? This is where, like I said before, the formative assessment comes in before the summative assessment. What is this formative assessment? You don't just you don't just teach them skill and let them go. Are you getting me? You teach them skills, you guide them. You guide them. Maybe you sent your sister to go and learn tailoring. Are you getting me? And she comes back, brother, I finished learning tailoring. You give her money, okay, let me go and buy machines and this. That's very bad. There's no guideline. And at the end of the month, you're waiting for a summative assessment. Nobody will give you a positive one because you never guided them. After training them, try to ask them, if you should do this, how are you going to do it? Okay, where is your position? Where do you want to put your outlet, your shop? Where do you want it to be? Okay, how are you going to call your customers? How are you going to get your customers? Are you getting me?
I think yes, you're right. I think that's where mentorship and
Yes.
personal development training comes in.
Yeah.
Personal,
Because you have to come in inside that
yes,
job.
you have to come in because if you don't
and
come
it
in,
should be part of that process. That's
Exactly.
simple. So if it is not lacking, then there's a problem.
that is it.
Because when you train somebody, you have empowered the person
You've empowered.
to empower the family, to empower him or herself first,
Okay.
and then the rest, which
Okay.
could be the family, the community, and all that.
Exactly.
So personal development and mentorship. You talked about
Yeah,
mentorship.
talk about it.
Very key towards that. And you need that mentorship and personal development to build wealth.
That is
For
where
young
the,
people.
that is where the summative comes in because at the end of everything, the person needs to say, okay, look at my profit for the month or look at my profit for the year. When someone comes back without a profit for the year, that means the person is not doing well. Are you getting me? But use of that days, most of them come back without still doing well.
The problem with I have some problem with most youth of today.
Yeah,
One of the problems that some of them spend money foolishly,
exactly.
and that is their burn. And that's why I always say the youth, in terms of financial literacy, the young people faces two major problems. Most modern day youth, many of them are guilty of two things: squandermania and consumerism.
Yeah.
They squander everywhere. When you take a girl out, you want to impress her. A girl, you want to do things her father and her brothers cannot do for her. You want to tell her you're the best, whereas you are not. You're not even wealthy. You're not even rich. You just eat funds. And you want to impress a girl because you met a beautiful girl.
And that's where the youth now do this practice.
And in her mind, she'll be singing for you.
Yes, now.
And that is it.
But why you are trying to impress?
You are trying to impress a beautiful girl.
Why you are trying to impress her? You expect anything in return?
Yes.
It's not a matter of
Thank you.
expectation.
That's a nice question. But that's a nice
It's a matter
question.
of no. It's a matter of
But that's a nice question.
you are financially illiterate. For you that is spending, you are financially illiterate. It's not a matter of trying to impress her. There are many ways you can impress her even without the money. And of course, most girls are attracted to men. There are many reasons. Some of them are attracted to men by their intelligence. Some are attracted by their composure.
Yeah.
Boys, intellect, brilliance, the way they dress.
But in all of this,
And most of them,
Money
no,
is the root.
I
It's the
agree.
root.
No, money speaks. I agree, but that's most young people present money as the only pathway.
Exactly.
And when you now use it, you are financially illiterate because you use that to impress a girl, to do for her things her father, her brothers, and uncles cannot do for her
Sad-
because you want to impress
And
her.
this is where the money in our water comes in.
I do not agree to that
Because
concept.
do you know why I say this is where the money in our water comes in?
Mm.
Because when people say money in our water, you should understand that they are only making money for the present, not for the future.
Okay.
You don't just expect
That is called Epicurean philosophy,
exactly.
which is let us marry, make money.
Marry
Tomorrow
now,
we die.
tomorrow.
For when you make, there's a music when we are growing up we used to. People's color Boganica Gemecho, I believe in do every Sunday, money Gemechi, I believe in do. There's a lot of meaning in that. Most people live their life. Let us marry, make money for today. We have seen. Tomorrow can take care of itself.
Yeah.
In financial, it might be right in some angle, but in financial world, it's a wrong philosophy. It's a wrong ideology.
Because if you do that,
Because you need to prepare for tomorrow. That you do not know how tomorrow will take off.
But-
Tomorrow it might be incapacitated to work. The wealth you build today will take care of you tomorrow.
But sometimes I think the problem is from our parents. Sometimes
Your parents. That's why
Some
parents
parents.
should know
Yes.
that
To
their
guide.
children are not their retirement benefits.
exactly.
Okay, before we continue, let's talk about rules of society and policy in this whole financial literacy.
Okay.
Now, schools, parents, and the society, what should be their roles in the life of young adults?
Number one, I'll talk about the parent. A parent should, at an early stage, teach a child how to save. Are you getting me? How to save. Like I said before, I'm a single mom. Are you getting me? I taught my daughter how to save, and I taught her how to earn money. There was a day a classmate of ours came to the house. Was like, auntie, Bliss is always selling jota in the school. I said, yes, that's good. She said, aye, but it's not good though. To make her head to be big, she will love money. I said, yes, I want her to love money. Are you getting me, sir? I want her to love money. My daughter, I taught her how to make the jota. I said, you can make jota on your own. I don't need to get you jota. I bought the machines. I bought A4 paper. I bought some little photocopy machines that she uses at home. Are you getting me? Most times her school uniform gets torn. She uses her hand to sew it off. I don't need to do that for her. She's 11 years old. There are things she do on herself. As I'm not at home now, she knows what to do. Are you getting me? So a parent should be able to equip that child, even at an early age. I started equipping my child at the age of 6. At the age of 6, even in her school, she goes to a missionary school, so they know her very well. You equip your child from the early age. You don't just take a child and put a child in a primary school and put her in a secondary school and still put her in a university without giving her any knowledge of anything. Are you getting me? My child can make money. There was a day my daughter came back home. Are you getting me, sir? She came back home with 2,000 naira. I was like, hey, money making machine. That's how it's going. This is how you are coming. Yes, mommy, you don't understand. Today, self, the market was bad. I say, oh, I've entered one chance. How is the market so? I say, mommy, do you know that somebody was pricing me jota 15 naira? Mommy, how much did you buy that A4 jota? I was like, calm down. The A4 book that book itself. How much did you buy? I said, don't worry, don't mind them. They don't know how much is being sold in the market. If they know how much is being sold, but that doesn't stop her from learning her, from being intelligent. She's a very intelligent girl, very very intelligent. But I was able to bring her up, teach her. See, sometimes I told her, yes, I provide for your need. That doesn't mean I will not give you your wants when you need it, but it's not compulsory. The want is not compulsory. I make sure in my house the want is never compulsory for my kids. There are two daughters. It's not compulsory for them. I made it very physical. That it's not compulsory for them. So they know their needs and they know their wants. But parents of these days don't teach a child their need and their want. There was a day someone brought her son to my house to stay, like a holiday to stay with my kids. So the boy saw my Samsung Note 10 and broke the screen. Yeah, and broke the screen. So I was mad. I was really mad. Because my daughter can't do that. None of them can do that. I have an 11 years old daughter and a 9 years old daughter. Are you getting me? They can't touch that. They can't break it. Because they know how much it is. They know how I earn the money. They know how stressful it is for me to earn that money. So when that child came in, when the child first came in with the mom, I said, don't touch my phone, no. If you break it, your mother will buy you. The mom like, Chinedu, ameke gị shikọ ọkpọ na jedu n'ọdụ. Ọ nwata, okwu ụmụaka anụkwanụ ha ntị. Masị ya, okay, a ga-anụ ntị mgbe ọ gbụwara this thing. Are you getting me? So when he broke my phone, and what was he doing? The normal play thing. Hey, please come now, please come. Shifted the table and the thing broke. You know how much to repair that phone now? It's almost 250,000 naira to just get it. I was like looking at the phone. I don't know what I called her. Auntie Chizo, please give me money. You have to give me money to do this phone because I hinted it. You don't tell your child. You don't want to train this child. You don't want to tell this child that look at what you're doing is not good. Look at to get money is very hard. I told someone, and I'm about shower with ego. So I don't see any reason why I should pass through that stress and you come from nowhere to make me spend anyhow. No, 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 no. I'm very conscious of spending. So parents should be conscious of spending and conscious of their kids. Teach your kids at this early age. When you are expecting to teach your kid at the age of 15, 17, 18, I'm telling you,
you're already smarter than
yes, you are missing the track.
Yes, and in addition, also schools should teach people financial literacy. Secondary schools, universities, and then most young people in the higher institution they are not taught. Nobody taught them how to build and save wealth. Maybe apart from those in maybe business development, maybe business class and all that. Basically, they are not taught about that. So it should be included in the school curriculum. Then finally, the government's policy in policy making should also be very, very prudent in financial management. There are a lot of financial recklessness in Africa, and most young people they see it and they are instead of being inspired, they are embarrassed. Okay, so there should be a way of government teaching people, even by action, investing and saving. The culture of investing and saving, it will help to change a lot of mindset.
But sir, you forgot to say something like after putting this in the curriculum, teaching the child in the school, who's gonna fund it?
Fund what? Fund teaching it.
No, like after teaching them how to make money, and the child comes up, teacher, I want to make money.
Yes, you have already told the child how to make money.
Then
There are many ways they can earn money. I hope you know. There are most young people today.
But some of these things needs funding.
Yeah, needs funding.
I think the school should
that's
fund.
the learning part of it.
I think the school
Is it
should
the-
fund.
All right. Our time is fast spent. So, from everything we've said now, we all know that financial literacy should be known very, very much as people know how to use their smartphone.
Yeah.
They should know how to manage their finance and everything. So, our time is fast spent. That's the truth.
Okay.
So, before we round up, one financial tips to the young adults out there. One financial tip, just one.
There are three things you can do with money. Foolish people waste it. Average people save it. Wise people invest it. Invest your money, every young person.
Thank you. Mr. Chikachisi.
Okay, for me, like I said earlier, the much you do, if you have the time, try and equally engage in some other skills if the one you are at a particular moment is not taking care of your bills. If you have the time, try and diversify and engage in other things. And if you are the breadwinner in your family and everything depends on you, try as much as possible to equally engage your younger ones so that the bill will be lesser on you.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you very much. One more from you, please.
I think what I want to say out there is everyone should just do what he or she can do to get what he or she can get.
All right, thank you very much. Thanks to all of you for being here. It was really, really wonderful for sharing your insights on this particular topic. And I believe our viewers out there have heard a lot. They've learned a lot from this topic. So, financial freedom, please. For you to have financial freedom, you must learn how to invest. That is just it. Learn how to invest and learn how to save money. So, our young adults there, please, 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 please spend your money wisely. The one you get and learn how to invest. And also make, like Mr. Etelbert here said earlier, please don't respond to every urgent 2K. Please and please. Thank you all for watching. I remain your host, Barry. Until we come your way next time, stay insightful, stay blessed. Bye for now.